Hey guys, it's Chris here, just giving you guys a quick video here. I thought I'd give you an update on the Canaries. I know I've had quite a few comments this last week asking about the Canaries and my update with them, kind of my plans for them. So just gonna do a short video here, talk to you about my plans with the Canaries, maybe give you a few breeding tips and some health tips for them. So this year with the Canaries, I've thinned out most of them actually. I only have 2 females and about 4 males is all I have right now. One of the reasons for that is I did end up selling quite a few of mine off earlier in the summer. I sold almost all of my babies. I think the one that you can see here on the camera was a baby from earlier this year. That's one of my hens. She's a lipochrome canary. And yeah, I kind of sold them off. So, you know, with things settling down, I am on the lookout for some more Canaries. So I'm hoping to add a few more into my collection. So currently the Canaries that I have right now, so I have a lipochrome hen right here. We'll zoom in a little bit. So earlier when I first got these, I have color fed them, but this whole entire year I have not color fed them. So she still has some really good orange coloring on her. I do give shredded carrots in my egg food. That's about the only thing that I give them currently in their diet that would help their coloring. And so that's pretty normal or natural coloring that she has right now. For those who aren't quite sure, you know, if you don't color feed Canaries, then the red turns back into yellow. And so, I'll show you an example of that. So I have up here, can't see the greatest with the sun setting right there, but this is one of my red factor males. He is completely orange. And when he molts, he was a dark red factor orange. And then he's molted and it's come out to a lighter orange. If we zoom out here, you can see back there, I have a yellow. That's my hen red factor canary. So she was orange. I did not color feed and she molted and now she's completely yellow. So if I were to color feed this winter when they molt, then she will grow back orange feathers. If I don't color feed, she'll stay yellow. And then next to her is a male mosaic canary. And then in my other flight, I'm looking to see if I can see any. I don't see any currently. They might be sitting up on top. Up there, in the other flight, I have 2 male lipochrome canaries that look like my hen, but they have a lot more orange on them and are a lot prettier. And so really this year for the Canaries, because I did not keep them on a lighting schedule, typically I try and breed my Canaries during the winter time because I can set my shed up on a lighting schedule. I have lights within my shed, it's heated. They do very well breeding for me. But I'm actually going to do something different this year. I'm going to let my Canaries stay out here in the aviary throughout the entire winter. So they'll be able to come inside when it's cold, but they will have the option to go out into the aviary as well. And I am not going to adjust my lighting. I'm going to keep my lighting the same as the sun. You can see she flew in. Can't quite get that yellow coloring in on her. You can kind of see my male there. You can kind of see that orange on him now that he's away from the sun. Here, hopefully once that sun sets completely behind those houses, maybe you can see a little bit better. You can see a little bit better orange on him. So anyways, so I will not be breeding my Canaries this winter. I am going to let them have a natural long molt for the winter time, and then come about February, I'm going to start prepping them for the breeding season in March. And I will set them up in breeding cages. I have breeding cages inside my shed. I don't have any birds in them right now, but I will have some in the future. And so let me real quick, I'm going to try and get the outside aviary view and see if we can get some better colors of these birds for you guys. So just give me a sec while I head outside. My lights have turned off. It's a little dark in here. Here's my breeding cages. You can see I don't have any birds in there right now. And the main reason for that was just to kind of alleviate any of the stress or extra work I had to do this winter or this summer, just because life was so crazy. And so let's come back here and see if we can get a better view of any of them here. There's my hen, up there's my male. You can see a little bit better orange on them, a little bit better coloring. So they're a pair, and they've been great parents for me. I'm afraid, that's what I was afraid, if I come out here, they're all just gonna fly inside. But here's one of my mosaics. Let me see if I can find my canaries here on the other side of the flight. See if we can get some better. Got some plants back here. They did really good this summer. Had them on a drip system. Let's see. They're kind of back there. They're getting ready to roost for the night. You can see my male up on the left. See if we can zoom in on them a little bit better. And then I have another male over there on the right. So we'll just sit here for a second and chat with you guys. And so, like I said, I won't be breeding them this winter. I'm gonna keep them out here, keep them to natural sunlight so that they molt naturally, and then come spring, I will set them up to breed. One thing you need to know about canaries is they breed according to the lighting schedule. And typically between 12 to 14 hours is their optimal time to breed. That's when they breed the best. And so one thing you need to realize is you can't just all of a sudden turn their lighting to 12 to 14 hours and expect them to molt. If you do it too soon, it'll actually send them into a molt and not breed. And so you kind of have to adjust their lighting similar to the sun. You know, the sun, we gradually get days of longer light, or we gradually get days of shorter light, depending if you're in the summer or winter time. And so you kind of have to simulate that same schedule, and every couple weeks update your lighting schedule by a half an hour, increase it or decrease it depending on if you're trying to get them to breed, or decrease their hours to try and get them to molt. So just keep that into consideration. 12 to 14 hours is optimal breeding light for your canaries, but you have to do it gradually or you'll send them into a molt. So it's kind of tricky. So that's another reason why this year I'm going to kind of just follow the sun schedule and let them be out here in the natural light, so that they will naturally, come springtime, be ready to breed. I won't have to adjust my lights. I won't have to do anything. I'm still gonna breed in the winter time. It'll probably be my societies and zebra finches. I just won't do the canaries. Then I don't have to adjust my own lighting schedule. So just something, quick tip for that for you guys. Trying to think some other things on canaries. When in the winter time, when they're gonna be molting, I will mostly just do a bland diet, just seeds, a mixture of finch seed with canary seed, canary grass seed, and I won't do egg food very often, maybe once a week is all. Come breeding time, I'll increase that schedule. Egg food every other day. When they have chicks in the nest and eggs, I'll do egg food every day. And so that's just something to keep in mind if you want your birds to breed. Another thing to keep in mind is when you're trying to breed, males do not get along very well, and because of that they'll fight. Now that I have mine in an aviary, and come springtime they still argue, but because I have so much space, they can get away from each other. Hey, shh. They can get away from each other and not hurt each other. But if you have them in a small cage and you have two males together, they could easily fight each other and injure each other, or even kill each other. So that's something to take into consideration. Also, if your pairs are not ready to breed, your male and female, they will fight. And lots of times it's the female canary that is the aggressor sometimes. And so just make sure they're ready to breed. A good rule of thumb is to put your two birds together side by side in separate cages, but they can see each other. And when your hen starts building a nest and the male and female start feeding each other through the bars, that's a good sign that they're ready to breed and they like each other. And so, well guys, I'm gonna cut the video short. I got my kids coming out, they're getting ready for bedtime and I need some help. So hopefully that's some quick tips for you on the canaries, give you an update. I will be planning on getting some more canaries here in the future. I just have my eyes out looking to see if there's something I can get. So once I get some more, I'll definitely keep you guys up to date, and we'll do another video on them. And if you guys have any comments or posts that you'd like me to do, please specify that down in the comments. I'd love to do that. These next videos coming up will be a little bit more specific and not so much generalized, specific to breeding or specific to care or specific to different types of birds. And so if you have any requests, please leave a comment and let me know. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.